welcome to a new video. Ocean is driving. We have been driving a lot the past days, but we have also seen a lot because we have been to like Paris, Marseille, Lyon, Nice, Cannes, and a little bit extra here and there because we are driving and stopping here and there. So in this video we will talk about how it is actually to be vegan in France, and also how it is to be a raw vegan, and we'll give you some great tips and ideas. So we start with Paris. We have a few restaurants there that we really liked. So the first one is 42 degrees, and yeah, what do you have to say about that, Ocean? I have to say that it's an amazing, fantastic gourmet restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to have a restaurant in Paris without being fantastic. And, you know, French cooking is known for its really nice plating and fresh produce, and 42 degrees is by far our favorite. I think it's probably one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
There's a couple of restaurants in LA that we really like a lot, but 42 degrees takes it to the next level, and they change their menu quite often, and they have a Sunday brunch. It's 100% raw. The chefs really take a lot of pride and care in the food that they prepare.
Yeah.
And it can be a little bit pricey, but it is something that you really need to experience first in your life, is to have like a Michelin level restaurant that only serves raw food.
Yes.
So I recommend getting a reservation there. They do fill up really quickly, especially for Sunday brunch. And you have to get there early for Sunday brunch, but it's all you can eat on Sunday brunch for like 42 euro.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they're open the other 5 days of the week, and their prices, as I said, are pretty high, but you won't get food like that anywhere else.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say that, I mean, the prices, of course, they are high, but on the other hand, it's high on wherever restaurant you're going to. I mean, we pay lots of money for restaurant food anywhere, so I think that for this quality is actually very good. So we have also the sweet romance that have they have free dishes that is raw food. They are as a starter on the menu, but actually, I mean, the pizza is like a main dish. The lasagna and the noodles they have, we haven't tried that yet, but the lasagna is more like a starter, so you might want to, or you might do like we did. We had a pizza and we share it, and then we have a lasagna each, and then we have a dessert, and that was really filling. And that place is fantastic for desserts. They have like fantastic cheesecakes, perfect crust, lots of flavor, and the texture of the cheesecake is so good. Everything, I mean, all the flavor is just so perfect. So what else? Oh yeah, we have Semilla also. That is another raw food, not actually raw food. It's a vegan restaurant, but it's more like a superfood restaurant. You can get lots of cool drinks with superfoods, and you can also buy superfoods there. They have one raw plate that is really good, very refreshing. Lots of fresh fruit and greens, of course. Yeah, salad, different salads.
And Sweet Romance is like 42 degrees. They rotate the menu.
Yeah.
42 degrees, I think they rotate their menu once every season.
Mm.
But Semilla, they rotate their menu every day. So they come up with a cooked plate and then a raw plate, and then they have a raw dessert, which is actually really good. They have a
the chocolate cake.
Yeah, they call it a delicasse de cacao.
Yes, exactly.
So when you go to Semilla, you look on the board and they'll write at the beginning of dinner, and I think they actually have a menu that's different for dinner and lunch, and they'll write what they're serving, and you get a large plate with like 4 or 5 different things on it. Mm. But we did find out that if you get like the raw tasting menu, the entree, which was a soup, was cooked, but it is all vegan, and it is made with superfood. So, but you could still get like a pretty big raw plate in a dessert.
Yeah, they have on the menu a raw plate, and you don't really know what you get, and the waitress, they don't know exactly either, because they don't have the contact with the with the chef, we noticed. So you order the raw plate, and you will get like a big surprise, and you get very new flavor, I would say. So flavors and so on. So it's very exciting. It's a very exciting restaurant to try. So I highly recommend that too. Yeah. So if you
hold on, I wanted to say something about Sweet Romance.
Oh, do it.
So Sweet Romance used to be just raw, and it had mostly their raw cakes. So if you're going to go to Sweet Romance, their entrees, as you said, are somewhat small, but we actually found the vegan pizza was a fantastic main course. But I would say go to Sweet Romance for the cakes, because all of their cakes are really good and they've been making them for many years.
Yeah, they are famous for that.
And your favorite one was?
The lemon one.
The lemon cake.
Oh yeah, the lemon cake was fantastic. So if you are in Paris, I mean, go to this restaurant, try them out. You can also make your own food, because you have like organic shops all over the place. You have this La Vie and Biocoop and Naturalia. They are all over the place, so you can find good organic produce there. But I recommend the fruit, go to fruit markets, and they also have organic on the big markets you can see outside also. So you can do whatever you want. You can eat at restaurant, or you can eat you can just take buy food like on all over the place in Paris. So that is what different from Marseille we have noticed, because in Marseille we was actually almost a week. We lived there quite a long, but we traveled around a little bit. But we noticed that they don't have a restaurant. They have one restaurant that is called, what was the name of it?
Mariposas.
Mariposas.
Which is a vegan restaurant, but they will, if you call ahead and talk to them, if you're really nice to them, we wrote them on Instagram. Yeah. They will make a special raw meal for you, and they'll just charge you the same price. And we actually had a really good meal there at Mariposas, where they made like a beet charcuterie, which is thinly sliced beet, and then they made a cashew hummus starter, and then they made a nice little compote with pears and apples for dessert. And again, it's French food, so it's kind of smaller portions, but it's very nice plating, and all really, really amazing vegetables and fruit.
But we got like 3-course menu there, so that was fantastic. So I highly recommend you to, if you want to eat out, that is the place to go, I think. Otherwise, you have fantastic produce in Marseille. I think if you compare Marseille to like, we have been to seen around in Lyon and Cannes and Nice and so on. I think Marseille is the best for just fruit and vegetables. But they do have markets, organic markets in Lyon, for example, and but I would say that Marseille is not a good place to stay in, because it's kind of dangerous. Lots of things happening there, and it's not so nice. It's not that rich area, so it's not good for staying in. But if you want to buy fruit and vegetables, it's less expensive. And
so anywhere in the south of France, so Marseille is just south of Provence, and it's near the Gold Coast, which is the French Riviera, and they get a lot of their produce either from Spain or from Italy, or they grow it themselves. And we found that we came during persimmon season. We were able to get persimmons for really cheap. Yeah. It was and figs too, and these grapes, which were my favorite, Muscat grapes, which are I think one of the oldest grape varieties. And we got the purple grapes, and we bought local. So it was there were some organic markets that had pretty good produce, but even the local markets have really good options for fruitarians and vegans. So mostly what I ate when we weren't going out to restaurants, which was maybe 4 meals a week, we would go out to a restaurant just because we like to try different things. But I just bought zucchini and tomatoes and some red onion, and I found a raw vegan cheese that I liked, which is a camembert cheese that they actually use real camembert culture, but they use cashews with it instead. And then I got some Brazil nuts and some pistachios, and just made like myself a little cheese plate and the cucumbers. But the produce here is next level, and I would say it's just as good, if not better, than what I get in Southern California. Yeah, actually, the produce you have here is amazing. And also about buying vegan food, as I told you in another video, it's kind of hard to find what is vegan, what is not vegan, because they have like mixed around everything in the organic shops. But about the vegan cheeses, they don't have so many varieties of it, but the one they had, we have 2 that is actually raw, and they are really, really good. So but they don't expect like lots of varieties, because they are not so into vegan cheese. They are more into the real cheese, you know. So you can go to vegan restaurant, and they might have like vegan cheese board, or some. We have seen some places having that, and so my recommendation, because I eat 100% raw, I don't really care about the vegan restaurants, but there are quite a few options, especially in Paris.
Yeah,
and other some Marseille and Nice and Cannes, to eat at a vegan restaurant. And we went to a couple of them that would offer like a little bit of raw. But if you really want to experience the best food possible, just bring a shredder with you, or buy one at like the Monoprix and get a really sharp knife and maybe a peeler, and just get carrots and beets and all the fresh vegetables. The mâché is incredible, which is lamb's lettuce.
They have so many different greens, so just try them out and explore new flavors.
And you don't need to dress them up. I mean, we just made a shredded salad each night, and then I got a little bit of mustard, and then I made myself like a lime tahini dressing, because I found at Naturalia or at BioCoop they had raw tahini. So I just squeeze a couple limes into the tahini and then make a dressing, and it was an amazing salad, and far better quality than I got at any of the restaurants, just from going to the produce
so
markets.
Simple meals. And I have a video where we made that salad, so I link it down below also. And also you can find very good raw oils also, if you want to have like raw pumpkin seed oil, you know, the green stuff, the green oil, or you want like camelina oil, which is very high in omega-3. It's actually very good prices also, so you can find these things raw, so it's very easy to move around. We haven't tried so much of the vegan restaurant in like Lyon and Nice and Cannes and so on, but we have been around and seeing them a lot, and it's very easy to be vegan there. It's very easy, I have to say. And it's just that if you want raw, a little bit more tricky on the restaurant, but it works. And in Nice actually we had two places that it was like vegan cafe, but they had raw cakes. So we went in
one
there.
was
The
called
first Badaboom was the first one, but they was actually, we come in the end of the day, so they were run out of the raw cakes, so they only have vegan cakes there, so we didn't buy anything. But it's nice that it's popular.
They did make their own kombucha, so we got some kombucha.
Yeah, definitely.
Kombucha.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, and then we had the other Amour. What was it only called? Amour?
Amour Patisserie.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so love bakery.
Yeah, exactly. They have a few cakes, and I mean, mostly of them was almost raw, because I mean, some of them was fully raw, but I think it was a few that had like a rice flour base, and the rest was raw, she said. So we got the one that was raw. The banoffee pie was really delicious. It have agar-agar, which is not raw, but that's fine because it's such a little. But then I think it was some kind of cream that was store-bought that was not raw. But I mean, it was a really good cake, and I highly recommend that place. And the other cake we got was a triple. It was like a nice shaped heart. It was raw, and that was really, really good. So if you want to try French bakery but healthier version, you just go to that place.
They had like chocolate on top, but it was chocolate that they had frozen into like these little geometric shapes and put it on top. So that was one of the few places we went that actually had authentic style vegan desserts, because the French desserts, if you've ever seen any of the bakeries in France, I mean, it's artwork. Like, it's incredible how much work and artistry goes into making these things. Like, there's one called a thousand leaves, I think, which is this incredibly rich, complex dessert. And they have Napoleons and eclairs and lots of different desserts that we've never even seen before, but they all look like they take hours to make. So that one vegan bakery was able to offer us a couple raw options. That was
exactly.
That was in Nice.
Yeah, in Nice, and also it's actually a few vegan, fully vegan pastry, cake shops in Paris also. But it's not like healthy vegan. It's more just vegan. You know, we have cloud cakes, for example. I tried a vegan macaron for the first time. It was the sugary. It was very sugary, and they use like, I mean, things that I normally don't eat, like soy butter and regular white sugar and so on. But I had to try, and I just
it took you almost a week to eat.
Oh yeah, I took like one small bite every day, because it was like, it was so sugary. But they had one raw food carrot cake, but we were so full when we come there, because we have just been to another restaurant, so we never bought it actually. But they have one raw vegan cake. Just a little note if you are in that area.
And another little tip is there is a raw caterer in between Nice and Cannes, in a small town called Antibes. She runs a catering business called Patisserie, and she has a pretty large menu online, but she only prepares a few things because she makes food for some of the local grocery stores. So when we visited, we had our choice of a couple different risottos, which is like a raw risotto made with zucchini and cauliflower. We got a raw pizza, and I think she prepared an Indian-style pizza for us, which we're going to be eating tonight.
Yeah.
And then she also made a spaghetti bolognese, and I think a Snickers bar, which I wasn't able to try because it had roasted peanuts in it, but she has several other bars. So if you check online, you can see her menu, and then if you contact her on Instagram, she'll tell you what she has in stock. And we actually got a couple days worth of gourmet meals when we were visiting Nice and Cannes.
Yeah.
Because there really isn't much else there. A lot of the raw food restaurants have shut down.
Exactly, yeah. So if you are raw vegan and go to France, you will be very happy. I mean, at least with the produce and also the restaurant I was talking about now. And if you are vegan, wow, it's just amazing. You can eat on a lot of places. I have to say.
There's one that we didn't try called Coco Green.
Oh yeah, it was closed.
And they're only open, I think, 3, maybe 4 days a week. So unfortunately, we weren't able to try.
We wasn't there at that time. No.
Yeah, we went to Nice on the wrong day, but they're in Nice, and they have a couple raw items on the menu. And I've seen a review from another person that said it was quite good.
Yes,
very very nice French plating.
But so if we have a reason to come back.
Yeah, we have a reason to come back.
Yes, exactly.
But in terms of it gets expensive to go eat out at the raw food restaurants, and there's a few dotted here and there. But if you really want the best experience, we recommend Paris. That's really the best restaurants over there.
Yes, definitely. So I think that was it for this video, and hope you like it, and make sure to see our